Okay, B-Bay40 back here. Been a while, yes. I've been taking a long break. A lot of stuff to do. But I've heard about this update. If you saw the very beginning, it said FPS Zombie Rush, which basically to me means friggin' piece of shit zombie rush. So that's going to give you a basic idea of what this review is going to be like. Honestly, if you look at all the things that they did, it may not look too bad looking at these things that are listed in the category on the board right there. But man, going through them, they have royally screwed up the game again. Even worse, I think, than when they screwed up the zombie tracking back in the Easter 2021 update. I didn't think they could do anything worse than that, but they proved me wrong. This pretty much is worse. But anyway, I don't know what it means by avatar choice styles, player choice avatar styles. I don't know what that's going to do for you. Roblox layered clothing, again, I don't know what that's going to do for you. Maybe look a little more three-dimensional, I guess. Flipside, I'm going to look at Flipside map in this review here. I do cover it. First person view, new first person view. I didn't even bother really to go first person at all, so I can't say anything about that. New weapon animations. Yes, they totally screwed up the banhammer, and I heard they totally screwed up the nuke launcher. So all of you suckers who paid a lot of money for these weapons, you got screwed. Hope you're happy about that. Now, added 4 new primary weapons. 4, huh? That's funny. I go in and I count 5. But they say 4. So like always, these developers at Beacon Studios, they really have issues with basic math. They always have and they always will. It's just unbelievable. Improved mobile controls? No, you did not improve them. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. I don't play mobile, so I don't know. Blinged out skin? What the hell does that mean? What good is that going to do? I don't know. I didn't even look at that either. Added 4 new badges. I automatically got those because I'm already a level 10,000 player and above. I already got over 1 million kills, so I just got all the badges automatically. Map visual upgrades. I noticed a couple things in a couple of maps. I'm not impressed. Balance changes? Well, like imbalance is what you created. The players walk around like they're drunk and completely uncoordinated. So as I said, they basically screwed the whole game up. Game performance upgrades? No. Downgrades is what you did. Another thing I noticed is they deleted 4 maps. They took out Depot, they took out the castle, took out Morpheus, and took out the hospital. Which, hospital I can understand. That thing's always had problems. But the others? Why? You know, everybody liked these maps. But again, they just want to screw things up. So, anyway, I'm going to get into it now and show you first one of the big issues I have, one of the reasons I stopped playing this game, is that Fractured Skies has this issue with jumping, which I don't understand, unless maybe he, you know, as a little child, tried to jump up on the furniture and kept falling off on his head, so he's got a fear of jumping or something. Yeah, fear of jumping. What's it called? Catapetaphobia. Catapetaphobia. I think that's what Fractured's got. Fear of jumping. Or maybe it's just acrophobia. Maybe he's just afraid of heights. I don't know. I don't get it. So anyway, what he did to the spaceship. I'm going to show you the spaceship real quick before we get into Flipside. You see that wall right there in front? Just a nice little wall. We always used to be able to just kind of jump up there and just, you know, just for the fun of it. But again, developers don't want us to have fun in the game. So they blocked it, so you can't jump on that wall anymore. But in so doing, because of their nearsightedness and just pure ignorance and foolishness and stupidity, they made it pretty much an awesome place to just sit and camp and kill zombies. So you can just sit here where I am. I actually like staying a little bit closer to that wall so I can see the spawns around me on both sides. I don't have anybody coming up behind me really. And if you have a group of players, one guy could just, you know, shoot up toward the bow of the ship like I was just doing. And the other guy Just shoot back here and shoot the zombies that all get stuck at the wall. Where before they used to just jump over the wall and come after you and attack you. And now they just get stuck because of Fractured Skies' nearsightedness, his stupidity in wanting to stop people from jumping on anything. It's just insane. It's beyond ridiculous and stupid. But, you know, that's the fetish he's got going right now. He just doesn't want anybody to jump on anything. And he thinks, oh, well, you're committing a mortal sin if you jump on something. Well, maybe it's just because of all this little bootlicking, ass-kissing, brown-nosing little titty baby fans of his that come crying to him all the time. Oh, they jumped on the trees in the cemetery. I don't like them jumping on the trees. Oh, they jump up on the wall. I don't like them jumping up on the wall. You're not supposed to do that. They're little crybabies. So, Fractured Skies, because they stroke his ego so much, he went in and just, you know, blocked all these different things to keep people from jumping on anything. You know, just basically take all the fun out of the game. So here, I'll just give a little demonstration of how they screwed up the banhammer. It's just, you know, you swing, 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 and nothing happens. It's just, it's absurd. It's ridiculous. They totally screwed up the banhammer. It used to be my favorite weapon. Just one more reason why I'll never play this. One more reason why I will never play this game again. It's just, you know, unless I can get a chance to come in here and just show everybody what damn fools they are. You know, I suggested these guys, and they just don't get it. They need to go back and watch the movie Big. You guys ever seen that movie Big with Tom Hanks? The kid that becomes an adult, you know, physically somehow, but he's still a kid at heart. Ends up going to work for a toy factory, you know, toy manufacturer, because the manufacturer understood that if you want to put out a good product, you have to test run that product first. So you have kids play with it, or the staff play with it, test out the game, make sure it's going to work right. But these guys, they have a test server, but they're just not smart enough to invite experienced players into the game, you know, into the test server prior to releasing an update. They just go ahead and release it, and they find out later on how damn stupid that was, because they end up making fools out of themselves by releasing just a totally worthless, useless update like this that just ruins the game. So maybe, you know, I know they're not going to do anything like I would suggest, because, you know, I just don't like them and they know it. So they're going to ignore anything I say. But, you know, if they were smart, which I know they're not, but if they were, they would grab a list of the top players in the game and invite them into the server to test out any one of their updates that they plan on, you know, putting out there, so that the people who are the best at the game can review it and give them some feedback on what they need to improve before they release an update. But they just won't do that, because I think these guys are just really narcissistic. They just think they're the best, and they don't want to hear anybody else's opinion on anything. And the result is, you know, like the 2021 Easter update, where they screwed up the zombie tracking. They just make fools out of themselves. But anyway, no, I'm not going to get off my high horse. I just used to really love this game. Used to play it all the time, and like a lot of other top players in the game, used to really enjoy this game and had a lot of fun with it. Because they just, you know, gone off the deep end with all this crazy crap that they keep doing, they just totally ruin the game. It's just not the same anymore. It's just no fun anymore, basically. I mean, why can't I even jump on a little box? What's the big deal about jumping on a box? Why do they have to make so much effort to block you from jumping on just about anything in the map? Even this little trash can, I can't even jump on that. Like, what the hell? What's the big deal? But anyway, so I'm running around. This is the new map. You can get a look at what it looks like. There's And inside, skating park in here, I guess is all for skateboarding. You can't go over on that one on the right. They blocked you from that one. So there's an indoor park and an outdoor park. And I'm just running around for now, just showing you the indoor inside here. And for some reason, you can't jump up on this little ledge up here. You can get up to the left on this, the lighter sand-colored portion, but there's a little darker portion up here, and you can't get up there. They blocked that. But what I'm going to show you, because of this just out of control blocking everything, they ruined this really nice map, just like they ruined the spaceship by blocking things that there was no need to block, no reason to block. And what it does is it blocks the zombies. There's a couple places in here. Last place I end up in, you'll see, is what I think is probably the best place to make a stand, per se, which works out really good if you have multiple players, just like Spaceship. You have, 2 or 3 or more players. You can all gather in front of that wall and just shoot the zombies. The ones coming from up front, just take them down. The ones getting stuck at the wall, you just shoot them at the top of the wall. Easy peasy. This thing's the same thing. There's a couple spots in here that you can set yourself up. If you're by yourself, if you're a high-level player, you got a strong weapon like I do. I got the Core Black Staff. You can just sit there and pick off the zombies. I mean, I went to level 70, round 75, or wave 75 the other night, just for the fun of it, just to show that I could just keep going and going in that particular location. You see that wall right there, right in front of me? Just, they put a little, I don't know what that is, barrier, little, I guess skateboard is probably another term for that particular thing. There's something that you can go up and maybe do a handstand on if you're on a skateboard, come up that ramp on the side there. But for some reason, he didn't want anybody to jump over it or jump on it. So he blocked it off. And in turn, what he did is block the zombies. So the zombies can't get up there, and they also cannot get down. And that's what I'm going to show you when I go around this map. So I'm just going to take you around and show you all the outside portion of the map now. A lot of work went into it, obviously. I mean, there's an awful lot of detail in this map, including dead-end bridges up above. Just kind of end up in the air and just stop. So a little bit of self-advertising in there, I see. So over here, you go around this little island right here. The zombies, it's been blocked also. You can't jump on top of this because that's, against the rules. You can't jump up on things. And you see the zombies get stuck behind it. So you can position yourself pretty much where I am, maybe with a little bit of adjustment so you can see all the spawns that are around you. You see that spawn happening over to the left over there? And you want to be able to see that one. And there's another spawn just right at the bottom of the screen. You want to be able to see that one too. You see the zombies getting stuck across the way. I'm shooting those across the way. And the ones right behind me, you just aim behind and take these zombies out that are stuck on this wall right here. And just keep an eye out to the left and any zombie spawns that occur. And you can just, 2 or 3 players sitting here, and you can just go on for hours. Just picking off zombies. Different players can look and cover different directions. Keep the zombies under control. Very easy to do because of the fact that Fractured Skies has to block everything. And in so doing, with all this visible walls everywhere, he creates these zombie fountains. He traps the zombies in areas where they can't get loose, and they become easy pickings. Especially if you have a staff or a good strong weapon that can shoot off in a distance. And nuke launchers shoot off in these distances, can take all these zombies out, no problem. So I'm going to show you the final spot that I really liked, even better than this one. Just around the bend over here, and that other section where I told you he blocked it off. It doesn't allow anybody to jump down or jump up on top of. And you can't jump up on these either, so don't even bother trying. Just going to go around them, and the zombies will get stuck. But right down the end down here, you can see there's that wall up there. The zombies are already stuck up there, and where I was standing up there before. There's a nice little pit over here, and you can just sit over here in this little hole over here. You can look out and you can see all the zombies coming at you. There's no spawns nearby, which makes it nice. And take advantage of all the blockades you got all over the place. So now I found this nice spot here, which is pretty easy to defend because it gives you a lot of time because there's no spawns in this area right here. And all the zombies up above get stuck, and the zombies across the way get stuck. And you get plenty of time to pick off any zombies that are spawning out in the distance there. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to pull out the different, the new weapons. And there's 5 new weapons, not 4. 5. You have a level 3750. You came up with a C. It's called the C crossbow, which is just a kind of funky looking blue crossbow with some seashells on it. That's it. When you get level 3750. Level 5000, you end up with a mystical lightning staff. Sounds like it should be pretty cool, huh? There's a C crossbow, lightning staff, the ornate golden bow. Level 6250, another staff, and then the steampunk bow. Steampunk. I wonder if they're creating a copyright infringement there. You know, Steam is owned by the Steam company that puts out sells licenses to games. So I don't know. They need to look into that maybe. Yeah, you see Fractured advertising himself all over the place. Fractured Studios, Fractured Studios. So anyway, I'm going to start off with that C crossbow, show you what that looks like and how it works. And the sad thing about all these weapons is that none of them are better than the level 2500 staff. Your core block staff is still better than all 5 of these weapons. But one interesting thing with this C crossbow is it shoots 3 arrows at a time. You see them stuck in a wall there in groups of 3. But the bad thing about it is very limited distance. You can't shoot very far with it because it's so sporadic. The arrows just spread out, and when you get off in the distance, so they're not very effective at long range. Not nearly as effective as the staff. So even though it's a higher level weapon, it's not as good as the staff. I don't think it's even good as the lower crossbows. I'll show you one of the lower crossbows. I think it's a level 2250 crossbow. I'm going to pull that out at the end and show you that even that's better than this one. And it's a single shot. I mean, you got to keep pumping the trigger. So now this is the mystical lightning staff. Also, not an automatic weapon. You got to keep tapping your trigger. You got to keep pushing your mouse button to get it to fire. But it seems like it'll fire as fast as you could push the button, which is one good advantage. But what I'm going to show you here is that it's, gosh, lousy weapon. Look how much of a pattern, what the spread is on that pattern. I'm not moving my mouse at all. I'm just holding it steady and shooting in the same spot. And you saw how big that pattern was, what a spread it was on how it hit the wall. So it makes it really ineffective at long distance. Again, it's only a close-up weapon. Only good for shooting zombies close up. Alright, so now I'm using the ornate golden bow. Yeah, it's called the ornate golden bow. And when you watch, you'll see it has kind of a better firing aim. It's more accurate. You can shoot more accurately off in a distance because I'm going to group some shots here in a minute. And you see what a close array of pattern that it forms with the shots that I make. And I tested each of these weapons this way. You know, that last one, the mystical lightning staff, had a really, really wide spread, very poor accuracy on long distance shooting. But this one's much more accurate. It has a much tighter spread. And you'll see that here in a minute when I go shoot in one location. You see, I'm just not moving my mouse at all, just firing at one particular spot. It's a very nice grouping of arrows, so it's very accurate long distance. You pick another spot here and you see it's another nice little grouping, much tighter than the other weapons. And it's fairly strong, usually one shot for most kills, most zombies. And now we're going to look at this one. It's called the Overseer Staff. Now this one is actually an automatic weapon. You can just hold your button down. And look at that, I shot myself in the hand with the last crossbow, or bow and arrow, I should say. So anyway, this one here is it's automatic. You just hold the button, it'll keep firing, but it fires at half the rate that the coal block staff fires at. So what damn good is it? Why would anybody choose this over the coal block staff? Oh, coal blocks. I mean, seriously. The coal block staff is twice as fast as this one, and they have the same strength. So this is just a complete waste. Absolute complete waste. I would never choose this one over the coal blocks, ever. It's not more accurate. It has about the same. He says it's a nice tight array firing pattern, but it took 3 shots to take down that obsidian. And the staff could do it in 2 or 3. So what's the difference? So my friend Eddie here, he's all excited. We haven't played together in like 4 or 5 months, so he was happy to see me. So Eddie showed up, and I was just telling him I was just doing a video on this and testing out the weapons, and it's good to see him. And don't know if I can do this again in this game again, but because I probably won't ever play this again until maybe they come out another update that I can review and see if they've learned anything from their past mistakes. We'll find out in the future. So last, and actually least of the bunch, I would say, is the steampunk bow is going to be coming up. I'm going to check that one out next. And I'm going to give another demonstration on the band hammer, which doesn't really work that well anymore because they nerfed that one really bad. And finish up going back to. I'm actually going to pull out the. I'm going to pull out the paint gun, so I'm curious to see what kind of a pattern it creates when they shoot it. What I love about the paint gun is it's faster than any of these other guns. It's an automatic weapon. You just hold down your button and it just fires and fires at a really fast rate. And it's fairly strong, almost as strong as a lot of these weapons. So I'm going to test out the paint gun again for comparison, and the staff. Pull out the regular coal block staff and look at that one. But yeah, this, like all of my reviews, this is just my personal opinion on things. I don't know if Fractured has a catapetophobia or not. I don't know if he's afraid of jumping. I don't know if he has acrophobia, if he's afraid of heights. I don't really know if he's a narcissist. Just his, evidence of looking at the way he does things and how he ignores any type of criticism or comments. And just keep doing whatever he wants to do and doesn't care who he hurts and how he ruins the game. It's just very narcissistic behavior. So, but anyway, you can see this one here. It had a, halfway decent aiming capabilities. It had a fairly, average pattern of strikes on the wall. And it is, strong. One shot takes down zombies. I'm not sure how many shots it would take to, bring down a obsidian or a amethyst brute. I don't know. None of them showed up here, so I didn't test it on a strong brute. But you can see, like I said before, this particular spot here is a great spot if you just want to camp with some friends. You can each pick a direction to shoot. People could pick off all these zombies on the sides that get stuck because of their great foresight in developing this map. And another player or two can just shoot any zombies that are coming down the aisleways there, down the pathways, because there's no spawns nearby. No spawns that are close enough to worry about. So you get plenty of time to shoot these zombies. So you can basically, this is a great camping spot here. So I'm going to look at the paint gun. I was curious to see what kind of a pattern, bullet pattern it would create when I shoot it against the wall. It was pretty dispersed. It was pretty wide. I think they actually nerfed the paint gun too, because I don't remember the paint gun being this bad before. I knew it had some pretty good long distance range. I am taking down some zombies off in the distance there. But watch when I take these guys out, I'm going to shoot at a wall, and you watch the pattern of bullet holes. And you see it's not very tight. I'm not moving my mouse at all. And here's a really good display at how erratic it is. Look at that pattern. It's a really wide pattern. The only saving grace for the paint gun is it shoots a lot of paint. It shoots a lot of bullets. And that's what makes it so effective. I'd actually take the paint gun over any of these new weapons. I mean, all 5 new weapons. That's 5, not 4. Even though they say 4, there's actually 5. You have a, going back, there's a level 3750, the C crossbow. Level 5000, the mystical lightning staff. That's the blue one. And for some reason, they stuck in a level 5750. I guess I got a feeling that maybe that one was an accident. They didn't realize they left it in there or something. But that's the number 5 bow. The number 5 new gun that they probably didn't realize was in there. It's called the Ornate Golden Bow, which is actually the best of all the bows, in my opinion. It was really strong and very accurate at long distance shooting. Very, very tight pattern of bullet strikes, so arrow strikes. So it's the best of all the bows. And then you had level 6250, which is the Overseer staff, the green one. And then the level 7500 steampunk bow. So there's 5 new weapons altogether. And honestly, I wouldn't take any of them over the staff or the paint gun. They're still the best guns in the game. Yes, even better than the. And I proved it one time in one of my videos. I don't know if I left it on or if I took it down or not, because I don't want to advertise for Beacon Studios anymore. So I took down a lot of my Zombie Rush videos. But I did a comparison before, the paint gun versus the SMGs, and also versus the blow dryer. I compared all 3 of them in the Space Nox map, and how well they could control the number of zombies that were attacking me. So, but anyway, I'm going to pull my staff back out, and I'll show you the pattern, how tight the pattern is on the staff in comparison to all these others. So this is pretty much it. So I showed you the whole layout of the map. Aired all my gripes with Beacon Studios. Showed you how much they screwed up the game now. I mean, you look at my character. He's like, I went into my avatar and picked the largest settings possible, the R15 and everything, and I'm still a shrimpy little, scrawny little drunken dude when I walk around here. I couldn't make myself any bigger in the game. So, and this is the other crossbow I was talking about. I went in there and I grabbed it, pulled it out. So you can see that it's pretty much as strong as the new crossbows. It actually has a pretty quick fire rate compared to the other ones. It actually fires quicker, I think, than the other crossbows. So even this older crossbow we already had was better than most of the new ones. I think the Ornate Golden Bow might still be better than this one, because it had a tighter pattern. It was more accurate in shooting long distance. But this one's taking zombies down, single shot, single hit, if I actually hit one. Even the common brute, the regular brute, took it down in one shot. There's one right there, one shot to the head, he's down. So anyway, again, it's just my opinions on things. Some may agree, some may disagree, that's okay. But I do like this map. I wish they had been a little smarter about it. It would have been more challenging. And I really hope they do fix what they screwed up in this game, but I know it would probably take 6 or 8 months before they do. Like the band hammer. See, it doesn't even swing anymore. It just kind of wobbles in the air. It's just like it's just lost everything. It lost its power, lost its ability, it lost its style. It's crap now. Total waste of money. And I heard the nuke launch is really bad too, that it actually will kill you if you fire it next to you and send you flying too. I don't know if it kills other players and sends other players flying. I haven't been in a game with someone with a nuke launcher to ask them. I may ask some of the people I know what they think of it now. So anyway, thanks for watching, and if you managed to sit through all my gripes and my high horse and all that. And I hope this video was a little bit informative and helpful in some way. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and maybe I'll do another video sometime. Thanks. Bye.